Alright, here's Sig Test 8. Substitute them equal to each other, and then you just solve the equation. So I subtracted 11 from each side, added 3x, divide by 7, and you get your x is -2. But I need to find the point where they intersect, so I'm going to plug in my -2 into one of the equations. I just picked that one. Doesn't matter which one you plug it into. -2 times 4 plus 11 is 3. Then I graphed each one. Y-intercepts at 11. Slope is up 4 over 1 or down 4 back 1. Down 4 back 1. Y-intercepts -3. And the slope is go down 3 over 1. Down 3 over 1. Or up 3 back 1. Up 3 back 1. And they intersect at -2, 3, just like we did for the algebra. Most people are doing really well on this. Most of you are having problems. The ones that are having problems lose your negative. You lost it from here to here. All I did is combine like terms. Combine like terms. Subtract 4 from each side. Divide by 4. -9. Distribute. Minus. Minus. That's how that one became a plus. Combine like terms. Add 7 to both sides. That's how I got the 9. So that gives me the 2. Add 7 to both sides gives me the 9. I wanted to get rid of the -7, so I added 7. Subtract 5. Divide. Watch the negatives. Very pleased with this one. All I did is subtract 10 from each side. Add y to both sides because I want to get all the y's on one side and by themselves. Divide by 5, divide by 5, divide by 5, 0, 5. That is where those two lines intersect, or the y-axis, the y-intercept. Verify the point. Plug in your x and your y. X and the y. That's what I did. Wasn't true, so it's not on the line. True, it was on the line. True on the line. Flipping it. Squared means 3x plus 5 times 3x plus 5. So I made a little generic rectangle. Find the area of each of these parts. So that's 3x times 5 is 15x. 3x times 5 is 15x. 3x times 3x is 9x squared. 5 times 5 is 25. Combine the like terms, and there you go. Same thing over here. You just got to watch out for the negative. That becomes negative. That's negative, and these two guys are positive. Don't forget the square. Combine like terms, and there you go. This one's a little ugly, but it's the same process. I have 2 by 3, so I have 2 by 3. Multiply to get each area. Watch out for the negatives. That's where most people made their mistakes, if they made a mistake. Combine the like terms. Only ones that can combine are those two guys. And that's how I got it. A lot of negative problems in this one. You have two ratios that are equal. That's called proportion. And I just cross multiply or butterfly. And 18 times x is 18x. 18 times 3 is 54. 9 times x, 9x. 9 times 9, 81. Don't forget that. Minus. Subtract 9x from each side. Subtract 54 from each side. Divide. You get -15. Same process over here. Watch the negative. I wrote out the parentheses this time because there's a negative here and here. And a lot of little mistakes can happen. So I like to write it out. -8. +2. -3 times that. -2x. +15. Add 8x to both sides to get rid of this -8x. Subtract 15. Divide. And I accepted either answer. Solve the system. Just find an x and y. Substitute. Since this is equal to y, I can plug it in for the y. So I write the whole equation down and just leave a blank. Here's my blank. for the y. And I just rewrite what y is equal in there. Combine like terms, and then just solve. Minus 3, divide. You get 16. Don't forget to plug it back in to find your y value. So I plug 16 back in, multiply, add 3, you get negative 29. X is equal to this. So I substituted in for the x. Write down the whole thing except for the x. I write down the whole thing and left a blank here where the x was, and just replace it. Solve by distributing, combine like terms, subtract 10, divide, you get negative 15 for the y. Plug it back in for the y, gives you a 10 for your x.